Welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Notability and using the app itself, not necessarily the note-taking portion, but all of the options we get here on our screen where we can navigate through the different things that we have. What you'll notice is that when we first open Notability, we get to a screen with two panels, one that shows the notes in our current section, and then one that shows kind of the navigation structure for the app. There will be three what are called subjects in Notability that are always there by default. All notes, recent notes, and unfiled notes, and they do exactly what they say. All notes will always be a list of everything you've done. Recent will be just the most recent, and unfiled will be anything that's not filed in another subject or divider. What you'll see below that I have set up already is a STEM divider that can contain two subjects. Can contain as many as you want. Mine contains two right now. If you ever want to create a new one, you can click the plus button at the top. Remember, a subject can go in a divider, and a divider is kind of the top level of organization. What will probably work best for this, like I started, is if dividers are used for class level organization, and then subjects can be used within classes to help students organize things into different chapters or different units that you do in your class. When you create a subject, it will populate outside all of the current dividers, but it's as easy as clicking and dragging into a divider or between dividers if you put it somewhere that you want to change later. All the notes in there will still stay when you move it to its new divider or even back outside of a divider altogether. In addition, if there are ever notes that you want to move, if you navigate to that subject, you can still just click and drag and put it in the new subject that you would like, and it will appear there. On this screen as well, we have two different buttons on either side. On the left is a share button where we can select notes to share with other students or teachers. If we select the notes on the right panel and click that button again, we can choose how we want to send those to someone else, including just making it a PDF so we can do things like email the file. On the right side, you will have a button for importing notes. That is very useful if there are notes somewhere else or files somewhere else that you would like to bring into Notability from the app. Keep in mind there are many ways to share things into Notability so that you can edit them there, but if you're already in the app, this would be the way to bring them in. There is also plenty of settings for this app. The few most major ones. First, you'll want to check Manage Accounts and make sure that your Google Drive is logged in. If it is not yet, click log in with your school account, and that will enable you to move to the auto backup portion of the menu and select Google Drive. Once you do, I do not want OneDrive. Once you select Google Drive, it will give you some options down here at the bottom for the folder to put the notes in that you'll see show up in Google Drive. You can choose the subjects to back up, so if there's certain ones that you don't want to back up, you can avoid those, or you can add them back here. And then the file format. Note is Notability's format, so that will enable you to continue editing something if it gets backed up and then you pull it back down. Sometimes PDF is great for people who want to make sure that they're going to have files they can share with everyone else. It is completely up to you as to what you think is going to be most useful. Under iCloud, just make sure that iCloud's syncing button is turned on. It's just an extra layer of backup to ensure that you get to keep all your notes and that nothing happens when things update or an iPad gets lost or signed out. Continuing down, under themes, you can change how it looks. You can change how documents look, including default settings for when you create a new document. You can change the background color, you can change the lines on the page. Finally, under typing and handwriting, there are some more defaults that you can set. that might be useful for you when you are setting the way you want to create new notes. Last but not least, there is a search function in Notability. So if you or a student ever can't find a note, be sure to make heavy use of that search function. You'll notice when I clicked it within a subject, it is searching just within that one subject. If you want to search for everything, you can go to All Notes and search there. And if your student does find it while they're searching there, encourage them to, when they find it, click and drag it to the subject they would now like it to be in to encourage that organization for them. That's all for today. We'll see you in the next video. Have fun.